Hello everybody and welcome to a very special Side Guap episode. Some of you may remember that we previously did a prediction roster for Marvel vs. Capcom 4, and we are back again to do the same thing, except this time it is for Injustice 3. Just like that video, I am joined by Nico.
That's right, and I can't believe the injustice that we have not gotten an Injustice 3 yet.
Very funny. I am chortling my ass off.
Oh yeah, and unfortunately, Jackson couldn't join us today because he knows nothing about DC, quite frankly, and Dylan doesn't know how to read, so that's why he's not here.
Yep. Okay, so I think we said 24 characters. We might do more than that if we really don't want to make cuts. And then what I wanted to start off with was...
We are axing the entire previous roster except for 5 characters.
We can do that if we want. I was gonna bring up each of the characters that have been in both the first and the second, and then see which ones we're gonna say yes, they're coming into this one, or no, we're axing them.
Okay.
Starting off with Here it comes. Superman.
I mean, he has to be here.
Yeah, he has to be there. So, Superman, gonna be there. Naturally, that also means Batman, he's gonna be there, I'm gonna say. Right?
Yeah.
If you want to disagree on any of these, go ahead and let me know.
You want to have Batman in this roster? Come on, dude. His time in the sun is over. Get rid of him.
Right. Next off, Wonder Woman.
Yeah. She's got to be here too. She's part of the big 3, man.
I'm going to be honest, dude. I'd be willing to say no. I mean, she will be in it, but like, if this video was just like what we would want to see,
yeah,
I'd say get rid of her.
I think there are going to be certain characters on this roster where it's like, okay, listen, we may not like it, but obviously they're going to be in this game.
Right, and I'd even say NetherRealm. If you want her playstyle, just throw in Wonder Girl or Donna Troy. They do basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of say yes, I kind of say no. I'm just going to give her 1 X to put her on notice. Who is my next goofy guy?
I mean, surely the Flash. He has to be here, right?
Yeah, the Flash. Whoa. I did a horrible job naming the things so they're not like alphabetized in any reasonable way. Yeah, I'm fine with the Flash being here again, I guess.
You're fine with him being here? Isn't he like, he's like one of your faves, right?
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I'm very much in like a new character mindset.
Yeah.
I'd get rid of most of these fuckers.
Dude, I'm right there with you. I think... Like, honestly, these are, like, really the only characters who I'd be like, yeah, of course, like, they have to be here. Everyone else, I'm like, interesting. Do we need Harley Quinn again?
Interesting. Okay, hold on. Let me grab the...
Is another Robin truly required? I'm not so sure.
Alright, this is... So, Green Lantern.
I'm personally like, we don't need him.
Interesting. So they had Hal in both of them, and I think they had Jon Stewart in just 2.
Yeah, he was like an alternate costume.
I'm cool with having a Green Lantern, but I'd go so far as to say make it another one of them. Even one of the newer ones, like Jessica Cruz or Simon Baz.
Yeah, sure. I think that could be fine, but like... I don't know. Like, obviously they would have a Green Lantern here.
Yeah. I'm putting them up there.
I would prefer it if they're not present, but...
Yeah, I agree. We're getting holy shit, rid of these guys.
Fantastic.
Okay, next we've got Aquaman. He's been in both.
Mm-hmm. I think I'd prefer it if they axed Aquaman again.
That's fine. I can agree with that. We got so many spaces to take up. We want our own original ideas here.
Exactly. And just to interject here real quick, just so we start getting some new characters on the board, I have a suggestion here for a fun little guy who, quite frankly, I'm shocked has not been in
Is it Batmite?
It's not, no.
Damn.
Instead, it is Plastic Man.
Oh, yeah. We're putting Plastic Man in.
Fantastic. I love to hear it. There's a fucking pop-up on here. Get away. There we go. Plastic Man. Nice.
Okay. Let's see. We got Bane. He was in both of them.
He was?
Apparently. Yeah, he was like a big guy. They radically changed his design between the first and the second.
Oh, yeah. I definitely remember him being in the first game. I don't remember him in the second one at all, though.
This is his second game design.
Damn.
He was like a big muscle guy in the first one, and then they made him this more svelte look.
Gotcha.
I'm fine with leaving Bane behind, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to be here.
Okay, bye-bye, Bane.
Now, as for another big guy who is in the Batman sort of realm, I think that it could be fun if we get King Shark in.
Okay. Yeah, put him up on the board for now. Once we have all our characters up, we can debate them.
Alright, sounds good.
Catwoman. She was in both.
I'd prefer it if we didn't have Catwoman.
Yeah, I don't care either. We're capping pretty hard here by saying, we don't want these ones, but...
Listen, buddy.
What else do you got?
Okay, so... yeah, I've got quite a few characters here. So, I do have another Batman villain who we could include, who I think could be a fun time, and that would be Azrael.
Interesting.
Dude, he's so cool, though. He was in Batman
cool.
Arkham City.
I just, like, he gives me Skin vibes. Is the problem.
What do you mean
he
by
gives
that?
me Batman, like, he'd be a skin for Batman.
Like, he would be a skin for another character.
Yeah.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
I just don't know how differently he would play from Batman is my problem.
He's got, like, his holy sword and shit that, like, burns you based off of the sins you've committed and all this other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, throw him up there for now. I'm not. I remain to be convinced, but we shall see. Shockingly enough, maybe not shocking. Cyborg was in both.
Oh yeah, I preferred if he wasn't in this one.
I'm fine with having him here, so we'll put him there and we'll give him 1x.
All right.
For now. You're on notice, though, buddy.
Now, I do have another time traveler, though, who I think could be a gay old time for us to include here.
Booster Gold.
And that is, of course, the lovable man himself, the hero, Booster Gold.
Yeah, put him up there. He'd be funny.
Fantastic.
I'd want him to have his little sentry robot guy and
absolutely. I wrote down little things for some of the characters for like potential moveset things, and yeah, the little robot was included.
Oh yeah. Okay, we got Green Arrow.
I don't want him.
I don't want him either, and he's my main. If they feel the need to include an archer guy, do Arsenal and then let him do cool shit with his arm as well.
Okay.
We're not including Mr. Oliver Queen. Speaking of Quinn.
Of the Harley variety, perhaps?
There's no way they don't include her. She's too big of a part of the DC brand right now, but...
She's gonna be there. I think we may as well throw her up there.
Okay. Frankly, I'm all Harley'd out, but...
Yeah, speaking of Batman characters who I'm sure you're sick of at this point, a character who obviously will be here is the Batman who laughs.
Okay.
I think he would 100% show up, and I think that instead of us having a Robin, we just have all his little Robins that he can use in his moveset.
Interesting. I agree he would be featured in the game. I don't know that I see him as not just a skin for Batman is the problem.
Oh, he absolutely has his own shit going on, dude.
Huh. And I'm also trying to think
especially,
of
like, if we don't include the Joker, then I think it would make even more sense to have him in here.
I mean, since we're talking about him, like, are we including the Joker?
I don't think we do, because I'd prefer if Batman Who Laughs is here.
That'd be very interesting. God, this design is just... Why did they do one inspired by the fucking Jared Leto Joker?
I don't know.
Why'd they do that? Put him up there, I guess. It's kind of funny. Like, not include Joker, but include the Batman Who Laughs. Sure, why not?
Fantastic.
It's a bit goofy. Okay, here is the last one that was in both 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Black Adam.
Dude, I think, quite frankly, The Rock has just ruined the character of Black Adam, and so they're going to try and bury him as much as they can at this point.
Dude, I watched The Rock's Black Adam, and I think it's so bad it's good. It's very funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I don't think we need him. Okay,
fantastic.
Can I do the first one of my character ideas?
Go for it, man. I've already put some of my chips on the table here. Quite frankly, all of them. I have no further characters. This was all I had. I'm kidding, of course.
Okay. So first, I want to do one of the characters that was in only one of the games that I'd want in here. And that is... Which one do I want to talk about first? Let's talk about Blue Beetle.
Oh, dude, I'd be all for including Blue Beetle again. I think he's a fun guy. He definitely has an interesting set of powers that... I
will say, slight twist, I'm almost thinking instead of Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle, we do Ted
the old
Kord.
School one? Dude, he'd pair so well with Booster Gold.
Fuck, that's a great idea. Yeah, we're getting rid of... We're getting rid of Jaime. We're gonna do Ted Kord. He doesn't have the scarab, so he'd be he'd have lots of little gadgets and shit.
Yeah.
I actually like that. Okay, Booster Gold is locked in now.
Yeah, they'd come back from the future to hopefully stop a big horrific event that's currently happening. A big event that is perhaps started by the big bad of this game, the Anti-Monitor.
Interesting.
I'm picturing, just to make it so, actually, that character's dead in the Injustice time. Shut the fuck up. It's a crisis event, a crisis on infinite Earths, as it were, and so timelines are colliding here due to the Anti-Monitor's intervention. And so, bad guys have to come to the side of good to help fight off this, like, big evil that's brought on by the Anti-Monitor and his crew, including the Batman Who Laughs. It would be great, dude.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, throw him up there.
All right.
I don't know what the fuck the Anti-Monitor does.
He uses antimatter to fucking eviscerate things.
That's cool. Okay. My other one... Now, this one is kind of a return character. Where's his old thing? Here it is. So, previously... Bizarro was featured in the series, however, only as a skin for Superman. And what I would like to do is make him his own character, but make him based on the more recent version of the character from Red Hood and the Outlaws.
I see.
Because that's an actually interesting version of the character.
He's like a giant bruiser in that one.
Yeah, and he, like, literally, usually Bizarro is just like, a one-off episode gag villain, essentially. And they made this version of Bizarro infinitely more interesting with one little fix, which is they just make him slightly smarter so that he knows he's a clone of Superman.
Okay.
And then that gives them infinitely more storytelling potential.
There you go. Yeah, sure, we can throw him up there for now.
I think this design is sick. I love this shit. And I see him as being able to play pretty differently from Superman. Like, one of the big things with Bizarro, as you know, is he has freeze vision and heat breath instead of the other way around. I see him as being like maybe like a grappler type, where as opposed to Superman's like, is he a zoner? Do people consider him a zoner?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And speaking of Superman-esque characters, how about a Superboy?
Interesting.
Now, obviously, there will be complaints and questions about, hang on, he's just another Superman, though. Like, surely he just play just like normal Superman. But this is the thing, you know? Like, Superman, he's like a good guy, and he like kind of holds back a lot of the time when he's fighting folks and such. So, like, you know, his playstyle and, like, moves may seem a bit more reserved. Whereas Superboy Prime, this man just wants to fucking kill and murder. That's his whole thing. And so I could see him having a much more brutal moveset than, like, basic-ass Superman would.
Okay. Now, here's the interesting thing. Let's put him to the side real quick, because what I'm about to show you, kind of... Let me just say, if
Superboy from Young Justice.
If we reused your pitch, it would still make sense. So, in my opinion, in Injustice 1, one of the worst interpretations of a character is their version of Zod. What the fuck is this? This is terrible. This is awful. He is a Kryptonian. Why does he use a gun? This sucks. This sucks. I hate it. And so I want a comic accurate Zod, like this guy. This shit kicks ass. He should do this. What the fuck is this? Who decided to do this? Why does he have goggles? What is going on? This sucks. The problem is, when we're talking about these two characters, these two definitely fulfill the same niche here.
They do, yeah. What if we made one of them a skin for the other?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And since... Yeah, I'll let you say your guy goes.
Oh, thank God.
Superboy gets the main slot. And then that was the last of my characters that have been in any of the games.
Okay. Fantastic.
We're gonna push him down a layer, and we're just gonna hide him back here.
So from here, we just get nothing but fresh characters. Alright, so would you like to introduce your first, like, brand new guy then?
Sure. So what I was doing when I was thinking of, like, brand new characters is I was trying to think a little bit of, like, oh, where could the story go? Mm-hmm. And the thing my mind leapt to was we'd start incorporating more space characters, and so I ended up grabbing a lot, quote unquote, a decent number of New Gods characters.
Oh?
So first off, we'll do probably one of the main New Gods, Orion.
Interesting.
He's got this little hoverboard thing. It shoots lasers.
Yeah, he's got the discs. Orion could definitely be interesting. Now, it's funny that you bring up the New Gods, because I did, in fact, include one of my own, too, which is, of course, the man himself, Mr. Miracle.
Based? Yeah, I obviously grabbed Mr. Miracle, too. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking sweet. I think it would just make sense, especially for a big event like this, that you include some of the New Gods in here. So yeah, sure, I think we can throw him in there.
Radical.
Now the question is, since you included some of the New Gods, did you bring in Mr. Miracle's wife, Big Berta?
In fact, I did include Big Barda, Mr. Miracle's wife.
Yeah, I think she would also make... No, never mind.
What were you thinking?
I was gonna say, could we just replace Wonder Woman with Big Bertha?
She could play kind of similar. I don't know. She doesn't have a sword and shield, but, like, you know, she's a big, strong woman.
Yeah.
Dude, I won't tell the viewers. I'm totally willing to do that. I'm just saying.
I don't think we can, though. I don't think we can axe Wonder Woman.
Well, we'll see how many we have left. Let me just throw up my last New Gods.
Okay.
Guy. One of the villainous ones. Darkseid Son Calabac.
Okay. Yeah, so he'd be another big dude. We're kind of lacking on the big guys at the moment. So yeah, I think
he's got a big club.
Yeah, we can toss him in there.
Radical. All right, what else do you have?
Okay.
So far we have was Big Barda one of yours?
No, I didn't have her.
All right, so we've overlapped on Mr. Miracle so far.
Yeah. Let's see here. I think that's about it for me for like the big cosmic being sort of characters or whatever. So let's go with something a little more fun here and see. Oh god, fucking damn it! Hang on. I know I tried to drag and drop and it's fucking everything up. No, stop. Just fucking get in there. I just want to throw the funny monkey in. Okay, how do we feel about Detective Chimp?
That'd be very funny. He can be our swordie.
Yeah, he has a magic sword.
Yeah, throw him in there, dude.
Okay.
That sounds awesome. Let's see. I have one more, like, New God adjacent character. Like, technically they're kind of New God-ish, but kind of not. And that is Grail. She is the daughter of Darkseid and an Amazonian.
Dude, I don't need to hear any of that. All I see is hot goth woman. She can be in here.
Okay, fantastic.
How many characters are we at right now, by the way?
Let's see.
I'm counting 20.
Yeah, we're at 20. We're not doing too bad.
Okay.
We're kind of, I jokingly put Grail over Wonder Woman, so we're at 21.
Alright, let's see here. Do I have any women on my list? No, it's kind of a sausage fest here.
No women. Interesting.
No. Yeah, I didn't include a single woman.
Let me throw up my one other woman I have.
Okay.
I think this one would be fun. This is a much newer character like Grail. This is Crush.
Dude, is she female Lobo?
She is Lobo's daughter, in fact.
Okay.
She has this chain weapon, which is sentient and, like, moves to defend her and shit.
Interesting.
I think she's one of the newer characters. I'm like, I just think this character is cool.
Dude, she's another hot goth woman. She can be here. And speaking of chains that sort of like have a mind of their own and such. What about Rags?
Now, you're going to be shocked to hear that I actually did not grab Ragman.
I see.
I do love Ragman.
So he can be here? He can join the crew?
He can be in the discussion for sure.
Okay.
I don't have much hope that there be any cause to believe Ragman could ever get included. He had like one cool spin-off a couple like 7 years ago now, I think, and then no one's heard from him since.
I mean, hey, they included Captain Cold in the previous game or whatever.
Yeah, but Captain Cold, he's one of Flash's main villains, so Ragman is significantly more obscure than Captain Cold. Also, with, the Israel-Palestine conflict going on, I just don't know if they want to include Jewish characters right now.
That's true.
Let's do a fun character.
Okay.
I'm selecting Beast Boy.
Okay. Now, here's the problem with Beast Boy.
Uh-oh.
I feel that he may conflict a bit with Animal Man.
Ooh.
Now, I think that I'd be willing to ditch Animal Man, as funny as he would be, purely because I think his colors are too close to Booster Gold.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Animal Man.
We hardly
Animal
knew
Man.
ye.
We hardly
Okay, as for a different character who hopefully will not conflict with Beast Boy, how are we feeling about Toy Man?
Interesting.
He'll have little toys that he can use to fight with, you know? It could be a fun time. He'd be a cute little setup character.
Okay, you're pitching me. Yeah, throw him up there.
Fantastic.
A setup character, yeah, sure, that makes sense to me. Let's go. I've got 2 on here where I think there's a good chance we overlapped on them, so let me grab one of them. Did you also happen to select this guy right here?
I did not. No, I did think about him.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about Larfleeze?
I think he could be a fun character. I'm just not entirely sure why he would have any reason to get involved in the story for the game whatsoever.
That's true. Why does he usually get involved in? I guess just like usually it's like there's like a MacGuffin in the plot, and he's like, I want the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. We're gonna have to cut some of them now, so some of them eventually anyway. So sorry, Larfleeze, you're over there.
All right. Let's see
You gotta
here.
sit next to Reject Zod. But like, actually, what were they thinking with this character design and moveset? It just baffles my mind.
They were cooking a little something, dude.
They were cooking meth, I think.
All right. Here's a character who I think that people would absolutely want in the game. They'd be big hyped for him. I know that Dylan sure would be. It'd be a disservice to not at least mention him. Static Shock.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Now, he was actually playable in Injustice 1, but it was the mobile version, so no one knew about it.
Oh, okay. Interesting. In that case, yeah, sure. Throw him on there. Did he have a move where he could, like, dash by riding on a manhole or something?
I have zero idea. It was the mobile version, so I didn't care about it.
Fair enough. Okay. That's interesting you didn't include Larfleeze. This is the one that I'd be truly shocked that we didn't both go for.
Okay.
What about the man, the myth, the legend, Constantine?
Dude, no friggin' way. Check it out. I did in fact include him, and I grabbed the same picture.
Perfect. That's great. I think he's also kind of a setup character in my imagination.
Yeah, I could see it.
Perfect, yeah. I would have been very surprised if we didn't both go for him.
Yeah, he's a fantastic dude. I definitely love to see him. Let's see. I think I'm just about finished up here with my picks.
I've got 2 more.
Okay. So I have 1 more, and then I have 2 more iffy ones. So
Okay.
Here's my next pitch here. So, how do we feel about Failsafe?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that I'm familiar with this guy.
Okay, this is the backup protocol that Batman set up for, you know, like, oh, well, I have a plan for, like, if I need to take out any of the members of the Justice League, and Failsafe was his plan for if Batman needed to be taken out.
Oh, right. I didn't read this comic, unfortunately.
Damn. Now, he's got, like, kryptonite shit that he can use. He's got, like, a bunch of different gadgets and shit that he can use against folks. He's a pretty neat dude.
Uh-huh.
I think that potentially some sort of angle you could go with is, like, you know, in the previous game, it was, like, whole Brainiac's whole deal. And, like, at one point, he had, like, hacked the Batcave or whatever. So, like, what if he managed to hack into there and somehow get a hold of Failsafe and make him go rogue to just, like, activate on Batman here?
Okay. We can put him up there for now and maybe cut him later.
Fantastic.
We will see. Let's see. Let me go with my slightly more well-known of my remaining two. Gone Gone, The Form of Man, Behold the Demon, Etrigan.
I see. I'm not familiar with this guy, admittedly.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so you got Jason Blood, who's like a immortal sorcerer who made a pact with some devil so that when he says that rhyme I gave, he turns into... Well, he doesn't turn into... He swaps places with the demon Etrigan.
Oh.
He can breathe fire, he has a sword, he has to speak in rhymes.
That's fun. So is this a good guy or a bad guy?
He's a good guy.
Okay.
He kind of has to do what the human counterpart of him wants to do, and the human part is mostly good.
There we go, okay. Yeah, sure, we can include him. I think there could be some fun banter between like him and Constantine.
Yeah, he's very much in the Constantine realm of things. I could even see him being, if we wanted to, a form swap character where he can switch between Jason Blood, who's more of a sorcerer, and then Etrigan, where, oh wait, he's an install character, holy fuck.
There you go. The moveset just writes itself.
It just writes itself, dude.
Okay, so I was lying before when I said I didn't have any more sort of like cosmic beings sort of characters here. Here's one.
Batmite.
No, unfortunately it's no one quite that fun. Instead, it's Dr. Manhattan.
Okay, listen. It would be epic and funny. I think I have to ixnay on this one.
Alright. Yeah, we can cut him. He doesn't have to be here.
That'd be absolutely hilarious, but I just don't see how it makes any sense. Okay, here's my last one. He's a bit goofier one.
Okay.
This guy is from Doom Patrol. It's Negative Man.
Okay.
He would be a puppet character because his whole deal is he is not possessed, but he contains within him a negative energy being that he can unleash and it can do shit.
Oh, okay. That seems fun.
So there you go.
Yeah,
Negative
sure.
Man.
Let's throw him on there.
Having a little bit of Doom Patrol representation, I think, would just be funny.
But you don't want the Watchmen representation. I see how it is.
Like, Watchmen, yes, it's DC Universe, but,
They don't like to acknowledge that.
No, they don't.
Okay. For my final character here, this is... Yeah, as you know, these games always have like some sort of crossover characters involved in them. And so, obviously they'd have some fucking Mortal Kombat guys they've had with the previous ones. It'll probably be like Raiden, I'd assume. That makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
But usually have like some other crossover games we've seen. And I think the one that would make the most sense for them to include here would be our boy, Invincible.
Interesting. I mean, I'm willing to say he's DLC. I don't think he's base roster.
Alright, he can go in a special little spot down here.
There you go.
He'll be the only DLC character.
Yeah. That'd be pretty epic, though. People would PogChamp out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I think it would be very reasonable for him to be here as well, since, like, Omni-Man was in Mortal Kombat, so get this guy in Injustice. Alright, so how many characters are we currently looking at?
We're currently at 30.
30.
And Injustice 2 had 28 at launch.
Okay, so I feel like it's reasonable they just add a couple extra for the sequel.
Yeah, I don't think that's that unreasonable at all.
Well, folks, here it is. It's your Injustice 3 roster. We did it. We didn't even have to make any painful cuts or anything.
Do we want to make some painful cuts?
I mean, that just feels like it'd be cruel at this point.
Can you pitch me on King Shark? I'm unconvinced.
Okay, so he's another big guy, which, you know, we don't have too many in the roster here currently. So that alone would be pretty fucking fire.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also just a big shark man, so he could fucking eat people and do shark things.
I guess. It's fair enough.
And, you know, King Shark seems like he's been pretty hot recently. Yeah, he was in the recent, like, Suicide Squad game. He's big in the Harley Quinn show.
Mm-hmm. That's fair enough. Other than that, so I've shockingly warmed up to Antimatter.
There we go. I'm happy to hear it.
Why does he have abs? That's funny. Yeah, sure. Let's just call that the roster. Why not?
Fantastic! Look at how easy that was.
Well, yeah, here. Everyone at home, our Injustice 3 character roster. And this is an actual prediction that will be coming true. It's going to be launching with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Plastic Man, King Shark, Azrael, Cyborg, Booster Gold, Harley Quinn, The Batman Who Laughs, Ted Kord's Blue Beetle, The Antimatter, Bizarro, Superboy Prime, Orion, Mr. Miracle, Big Barda, Calabac, Detective Chimp, Grail, Crush, Ragman, Beast Boy, Toyman, Static Shock, Constantine, Failsafe, Etrigan, and Negative Man. And if any of those are wrong, it's because... Bye.